to my young friend. This is Eleanor Johnson Davidson, and you need to congratulate her because she just got married.
Oh, excuse my work clothes. I've been busy working here at the produce, candling eggs.
So how many know what candling eggs is? A few of you. Would you explain it, Eleanor?
Sure. Candling eggs is when you take the egg and put it in front of a light bulb to see if there's an embryo in it or not.
Any of you still confused? The city folks are. Let me explain it to you in simpler terms. You're making breakfast for your husband, ladies. You've got the bacon sizzling in the grease, and you're about to drop the eggs in. And what falls out of the shell? A dead baby chick. Not good at all.
No.
This is what Eleanor will prevent happening at your home.
In fact, we've been so busy working, trying to get enough eggs ready for the Army shipment this afternoon. You know? Hey, you know the Nichols sisters.
Yes, I know both.
Bernadine and Irene. They're still working. They'll come out when I go back in for my break. But do you want to know what I do for fun with the eggs? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. I take the eggs and I write my name and address on the shelf in hope that someone would write me back.
Has anyone ever done it?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
May Hurst is her name. She's a cook all the way from England. Now I have a pen pal.
Oh, that is a wonderful story.
Yeah.
Who would have thought of that except you? Well, hi!
Hi, Eleanor. Why don't you have a cup with me? It's no coffee break without the coffee.
This is swell. Thanks, Edith.
Oh, you're welcome.
Good, strong coffee. Just like before the war. Oh, I needed this.
Good.
We all know where we can get a good cup of coffee, the White Front Café, because this is Edith. Her and her husband Elmer run the White Front Café, and they serve breakfast, lunch, and supper, and Sunday dinner too, which is not to be beat. But you know, I've often wondered, you serve such amazing meals. We had rationing going on all during the war. How did you get enough foodstuffs to cook like that?
Well, it was difficult. It was really challenging, just like at home, because so many of our staples were rationed. Meat and milk and coffee and sugar. You try making desserts without sugar.
How do you make a good dessert without sugar?
Well, we had to do some experimenting, but we bought honey from my uncle, and we used lots of fruit. Now, when it came to daily specials, we didn't have a lot of meat to serve. So we had meatless specials. We had vegetable stews and macaroni and cheese. No one starved, but I really think the most difficult thing for us to get used to was having to water down the coffee.
Yes.
We're so happy to have a good strong cup again.
Hey, I think I have my old ration stamp book in my pocket.
You're still carrying that?
Eleanor, look, you see, you can get only as many loaves of bread as you have stamps, but you still have to pay. Well, look who the cat dragged in. It's Bertram Boyum. Bertram, what brought you into town?
I'm just dropping off some eggs so they can get over on tomorrow's train. I also need to pick up some feed over at Leo's mill. Is there a party going on here or something?
No, Bertram, but how would you like a good strong cup of Norwegian coffee? I'll get one for you.
Later. See you later. Say, Bertram, we were talking about the war and the rationing and all. What did you do during the war?
Well, Uncle Sam wanted my brother Chester and I to work on the fields and grow food for our troops. And that's what we did. Uncle Sam did make it a challenge, though. He wouldn't let us buy any new farm equipment or machinery whatsoever. So we had to work our horses as much as we could to save our tractor tires. All those factories were off making tanks and planes and all that. So we also donated all of our scrap metal to the effort. Of course, there was also the issue of labor in the fields with all the boys gone off the war. One of our neighbors, Don Taylor, north of Arundel, he actually got some help from some German prisoners of war from the Whitewater German prisoner of war camp. He said that they were a tremendous help, and they actually became quite fond of some of the prisoners of war. We live more than 10 miles away, though, so we couldn't get any assistance from them. But we met all of our food goals set by the ag adjusters, and now we can finally buy machinery again.
You know, there is no way my husband would allow those Jerrys to work on our farm. Say, Bertram, you have 2 daughters. How is the family?
Oh, we're not just fine, we're practically famous.
Famous.
You're pulling our legs.
I am not. We have ourselves in Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Oh.
As you know, my brother Chester and I married twin sisters in a joint ceremony. When we had our first kids, they were only born 4 days apart. But when we had our second batch of kids, they were only born a single day apart. I can even get some proof.
Oh.
Let me go get that.
For those of you who do not know our friend Bertram, he is a bit of a storyteller. Might be a good idea to follow up on what he's saying. We will see, right, Eleanor?
That is
And
true.
here it is.
Oh my.
Not. Oh, Bertram.
There it is.
We are so lucky to know you. Say, my break is way over. I better run. See you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile. Makes me feel young to say that. She could be my daughter. I heard that Clara and Cecil have a special offering at the State Theater just up where we walked by. Let's head up there and we can get off our feet for just a little bit. Follow me.